Kutztown Live. Kutztown University Campus's campus and community interest radio magazine. You can call Kutztown Live at 610-683-4859. And now, your host for Kutztown Live, Juliana Jablonski.
Hello and welcome to Kutztown Live, Kutztown University's campus and community talk show. Here with us now is Shauna Yarish. She is the Vice President of the Feminist Majority Leadership Alliance and also an intern at the Women's Center. She is here today to promote the Period Project. Hello and welcome to the show. How are you this afternoon?
Hello, good. Thanks for having me.
We spoke to Rachel Hamilton from FMLA and the Women's Center last week, but would you like to start off by reminding us what exactly the Feminist Majority Leadership Alliance is?
Sure. We're the feminist group on campus. We work to promote equality for everyone of all genders, races, ethnicities. We really focus on being intersectional, and we try to fight for equality in every way that we can.
And when and where do you meet?
We meet in the Women's Center Oasis. That's room 3 in Old Main on Tuesdays at 11 a.m.
All right. And you're here to promote the Period Project. Would you like to explain a little bit about what that is?
Sure. The Period Project right now is a event/project that we're running. We are collecting feminine hygiene products such as pads, tampons, sanitary napkins. We're also collecting things like new or gently used bras and new underwear. We're doing this so that we can give it to Safe Berks, which is the women's shelter in Berks County. We will also be keeping some of the feminine hygiene products on campus to distribute to students outside of the Women's Center.
And if we're unable to donate anything, is there any other ways we can get involved in this?
Sure. If you can't donate products or even money so that we can go out and buy the products ourselves, you can come get involved in FMLA on Tuesdays at 11. Or the Women's Center is always looking for volunteers. We'd love to have you. Just come into the office. It's room 126 in Old Main. Ask anyone sitting at the desk for an application.
All right. And do you want to talk to us a little bit more about what exactly Safe Berks is and who it involves and what all they do?
Sure. Safe Berks is a women's shelter. It's a place for someone who is in a domestic violence situation. Their children, they can go there and know that they're safe. I know that they also service men, too, if they find themselves in a domestic violence situation, because it does happen. Not that many people think about it. It's really a safe haven for people to go to. They have to pick up and leave everything. So a lot of times people don't think that these women, they literally have nothing with them sometimes. So donating to them, we are therefore helping women that need it.
Mm-hmm. And how did you get involved in this and FMLA and your involvement in the Women's Center?
Well, I came to FMLA during my first year here at Kutztown. I was really looking for a way to get involved, and I've always known I'm a feminist. And when I heard about it, I was like, well, that's definitely the group for me. And through that, I got very involved with the Women's Center. I got very involved with just helping out on campus in general. I've always known I wanted to help those that don't have a voice. And unfortunately, women are still a marginalized group in this country. And by promoting them here on campus, hopefully it spreads throughout the area.
And I think I've asked a couple different people this, and I think I've heard different answers, but what does it mean to you to be a feminist? How would you describe that?
A lot of people don't know, but feminism is really just promoting equality for all. Mm-hmm. A lot of times they get this view of toxic feminism in their head where it's like women haters, bra burners, and that's not who we are. We're someone who we're sick of being put as less than, and we're sick of seeing others put as less than. Mm-hmm. So we really just want to get everyone on the same footing. And that doesn't mean taking rights away from others. That means giving rights to those that don't have them. All right.
And where are we supposed to drop off the products that are being collected for this Period Project?
All right. We had 2 tables done in the MSU, but since those are over, we can accept them in the Women's Center in Old Main 126. The project technically ends on the 14th, though we will always be accepting donations. All right. If no one is at the Women's Center for some reason, you can always email the Women's Center or come to FMLA and drop them off. we're always willing to accept them.
All right. And is there like a website for more information, or who do we contact if we would like to know a little bit more about this?
There is a Facebook group called FMLA at Kutztown University. It's pretty easy to find. The Women's Center also has a page, or you can just contact me through Facebook. I'm pretty easy to find as well.
All right. And then are there any final thoughts or things you would like to say about this topic?
I just really want to iterate the fact that helping women get these products is really important, because a lot of times people think of them as a luxury item. Notice the quotation marks there. When a woman has her period, a lot of people don't talk about it. It's a very stigmatized event. Like, don't talk about that. That's your personal business. Mm-hmm. And while it is a personal thing, we also need to talk about it, because these women in the shelter don't necessarily have access to these products. And having these products can mean the difference from being very comfortable or being more comfortable in the day to being very uncomfortable throughout the day.
All right.
So this project is just really important and close to my heart.
Oh. Well, thank you so much for coming in today to promote this event. And we're going to cut to a short break, and we'll be back with more of Kutztown Live.
One of the great things about Kutztown is the multitude of dining options right here on campus and in town. At other universities, you may have to drive a few miles out of town to get what you're craving, but here in Kutztown, numerous options are available on and off campus. Take on campus, for example. Don't forget to check out the newly remodeled South Dining Hall, now open 24/7 during normal semesters, featuring a large menu selection and many sorts of healthy options. Over on the north side of campus, the recently redone all-you-care-to-eat venue, the Cub Cafe in the McFarland Student Union, offers a multitude of American and international options, as well as plenty of healthy choices as well. The Academic Forum is also home to a beautiful food court, which includes Chick-fil-A if your classes take you in that direction. If something off campus is what you're in the mood for, Mexican, Chinese, Italian, and organic options are all just a few blocks away. Save having to put gas in your car just to go out and eat. Here in Kutztown, it's all right at your fingertips.
It's Telescopic Topics, a look into the world above us.
Did you know thunderstorms eject beautiful light displays? Hi, I'm Megan Stavanis, and I'm here to tell you about these light displays. Once believed to be UFOs due to their color, shape, and height in the sky, red sprites are electrical phenomena in the upper atmosphere. First discovered by a professor at University of Minnesota using low-light television cameras, we are now able to see these bright light shows that only last a millisecond or two. Red sprites are huge. They may span up to 30 miles, but they are pretty weak. They appear as faint red glow in the sky. They sort of look like red dust. Red sprites occur after thunderstorms. They are the remains of all that built up electricity from the lightning. They are fairly impossible to spot with the naked eye, but if you have the exact setting, you can. You need a clear view with a thunderstorm on the horizon, it to be pitch black, and have night-adjusted eyes. They are very hard to spot, so look hard and no hard feelings if you don't spot one right away. But you could also see a blue jet. Blue jets are another electrical wonder that occur after thunderstorms. These are optical ejections from the core of the thundercloud. They spiral upward in a cone shape, creating the blue jet. They span just as much as a red sprite and do not last any longer. They are equally hard to spot, but if you look hard enough, you just may find one. There are some other things you may see as well. Pixies, gnomes, and elves are just some others. Scientists chose the names such as sprites, jets, elves because they are symbols. We know little about these mythical creatures and little about these optical phenomena. Red sprites and blue jets are very rare, so if you see one, please be sure to report it to www.skyfire.tv.
Telescopic Topics, a look into the world above us. Stay tuned to KUR for more telescopic topics, and for more information, or to hear this segment again, click on the Telescopic Topics icon on the KUR website at www.kutztown.edu/KUR. Telescopic Topics is a production of the KU Physical Sciences Department and is recorded by KU astronomy students in the studios of KUR. Thank you for listening, and we'll see you next time.
Did you know Kutztown is home to a Starbucks? That's right. Located on the second floor of the McFarland Student Union Building right here in Kutztown, enjoy the smooth sounds of KUR as you sip on your coffee, latte, or tuxedo hot chocolate in the clean, comfortable, contemporary Bear's Den Lounge. With Starbucks, there's no need to venture off campus just to grab your wake-up cup of coffee or any of a sampling of great fresh baked goods and tasty treats. Visit Starbucks today and set your day in the proper direction.
Starbucks is open normal semesters Monday through Friday from 7 a.m. to 11 p.m., Saturday from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m., and Sunday from 11 a.m. to 11 p.m.
The St. Christopher Minute. The Virgin Mary. Perhaps the most common objection about the Catholic Church has to do with Mary of Nazareth. Many people think, sure, pretty big honor to be the mother of Jesus, but don't you guys overdo it a bit? Prayers, statues, rosaries? Seriously? At best, some think we go overboard. At worst, they think it's idolatry. The Catholic Campus Ministry Center at Kutztown University will host a discussion on this topic on Thursday, March 9th at 7 p.m., where we'll host this week's Keg Cafe. Yep, that's K-E-G, Kutztown Encounters God. Our night's topic will be the Virgin Mary, truly blessed among women. We'll talk about Catholic beliefs about Mary, rooted in Scripture and lived out since the early days of the Church. Like the beloved disciple at the foot of the cross, we'll consider what it means to look at Mary as our mother. Give it some thought and join us at Keg Cafe, free snacks, refreshments, and good company, on Thursday, March 9th at 7 p.m. at the St. Christopher Catholic Newman Center in the middle of campus, across from Old Main. Join us.
There will be an answer. Let it be.
The moment she sees you, she gets excited. She can hardly control herself. She runs to you and jumps into your lap. You stroke her back. She licks all over your face. You rub her stomach. She pants heavily. Then she jumps down and runs off. She turns and tilts her head. She barks. She returns and lays at your feet. She whimpers. Then she darts off again. She probably wants you to chase her. She doesn't know you can't play like you used to, because she doesn't know you're paralyzed. See, you didn't think you needed a seatbelt just to drive up the road. Then that truck ran that stop sign and bam, you got thrown from the car. If you had only known that most car crashes occur close to home, you would have been wearing your seatbelt, and you wouldn't be stuck in that wheelchair. And this story wouldn't have gotten all twisted, and you'd be rolling around on the floor by now. So buckle up, because you never know.
A message from the Department of Transportation and the Ad Council.
It's almost time for you to discover This Way Out. Hi, I'm coordinating producer Greg Gordon, inviting you to tune in to This Way Out, the international gay and lesbian radio magazine, here on Kutztown University Radio, 1670 AM.
Thursdays at 7 a.m. here on the radio voice, KUR.
Good afternoon and welcome back to Kutztown Live, Kutztown University's campus and community talk show. Before that break there, we spoke to Shauna Yarish from the FMLA and the Women's Center. And here with us now is Dolores Hess from the Toastmasters. Hello and welcome back on to the show. You were able to be with us on the show last semester, so it's good to have you back.
It's good to be back. Thank you for having me.
I think we can just kind of start off with just reminding all the listeners what exactly the Toastmasters is.
Toastmasters is an international organization. It is in 120 or 142 countries. There's 15,000 clubs and over 300,000 members worldwide. And we're lucky enough to have an organization on campus.
And where are these on-campus club meetings held?
We meet the first and third Wednesday of the month at the Rec Center, room 200. It is at 5:45, and one of the goals of Toastmasters is to make sure that everything stays on target as far as time, teaching you time management. So the meetings start promptly at 5:45, and they end promptly at 6:45.
And do we need to contact anyone before attending these meetings?
No, you do not need to do that. Anyone is welcomed at any time. Before people join Toastmasters, they typically will come to a meeting or two just to see if it's a good fit for them.
Mm-hmm.
And what we do is enhance people's public speaking. Actually, they enhance their own public speaking, or if they have a fear of public speaking, which about 85% of the world does, we can help them to overcome that. You take a speech course here, but after 3 months, you're on your own. This would be a great segue from that, or before you start that speech class, to be able to feel more comfortable getting up in a crowd and speaking. We notice after about 2 months of someone coming to the meetings twice a month that they're starting to feel more comfortable. You do participate in the meetings. There are several portions to the meetings. Some of them are easier to start with, such as the word of the day. We try to increase our vocabulary. And so that is about a 1 to 2 minute segment where you would pick a word of the day, you talk about what the definition is, and you use it in a sentence. And then all of the members that night try to use it as they're speaking. And it's a good way to increase our vocabulary.
And what exactly happens at a typical meeting? Besides this word of the day, what can you expect if you came to a meeting?
Typical meeting, we sign up for roles the meeting prior to the next meeting. And what the roles are is the Toastmaster, who is the Master of Ceremonies. Somebody volunteers for that. If anyone is willing to do a speech, there are 10 speeches in a Competent Communicator book that you will receive when you join, and you want to try to work through getting those speeches done. They're all about 5-minute speeches on different topics to get you used to adding humor to your speech, speaking off the cuff. Doing a PowerPoint presentation, that type of thing. Also, there's a component called Table Topics, where somebody's the Table Topics master for the evening. And what they do, they come up with whatever topic they want. Somebody brought in some pennies, and you had to pick a penny, and whatever year was on the penny, you need to talk about something that happened in your life that year. So it teaches you how to talk off the cuff, whether it's with a professor or with an employer someday.
And is there a fee to attend these club meetings?
There is a fee for community members, staff, and faculty. It is about $45 every 6 months. We have scholarships for students because we know it's something that they may be interested in, but what we've heard in the past is that the money is an issue. And so we have offered scholarships to students. We do have community members in it now. Occasionally we have staff and faculty and students. We're trying to build the student population.
And can anyone become a member for this?
Anyone can become a member. Anyone in the community, staff, faculty, or students.
All right. And is there a leader or an instructor at these meetings?
No, the members are, I guess you can say we're the instructors. We do critique several things throughout the meeting. Someone will be an evaluator for someone's speech. We try to be as easy on people as possible because they're there because they want to enhance their public speaking. And so we're not mean about our critique about their speech. We give them the good points and something always to work on. There's also a part where someone counts they call it an ah counter. So any of your ahs or so's or likes, all of your filler words are counted. And there is somebody that is a timer that keeps track of the time to make sure that your speech is staying within the time limit that is required.
And how can being a part of this group maybe bump up someone's resume or help them out in the future?
We have had we had one student who was part of Toastmasters. It took him about 6 months to feel comfortable getting up and speaking in front of the group. He now has a job on Wall Street. He was the president of our organization for a year prior to graduating from KU. We had another student who received an internship, and she really feels that Toastmasters on her resume helped. The employer knew what Toastmaster was, and their interview became all about Toastmasters, and she felt that may have given her the edge over some other people that were going for the internship. So great resume builder.
And kind of along with that question, but how can you take the skills learned and put them to use into the real world?
There are many times where you're asked by an employer a question, and if you do not have the answer readily available at the top of your head, and you have to think about it, it teaches you how to move forward, sound intelligent, without sitting there sputtering and filling the silence with some filler words. That is one opportunity. Another is time management. I think we can all learn time management. Sometimes we get frazzled and do not keep to specific times as we should. And it teaches you how to create a speech. In the world today, there's many times many employees are required to do public speaking. You want to make sure that you're not running on and on and on for 20 minutes when you can say something in 2.
And is there a website we can go to find more information, or an email or phone number to contact with questions?
Yes, the website is toastmasters.org. All the information is on there. If you want to contact me, I can be reached on campus at 610-683-4082, or you can email me at hess.kutztown or hess@kutztown.edu.
And then are there any kind of final thoughts you'd like to get out there to make sure everybody knows about the Toastmasters?
I think the hardest part for some people is to actually come to a meeting, because if you have a fear of public speaking, this is the last place you want to have some downtime. I can encourage you that we will not call you out. We will not make you public speak until you feel ready to do it. Typically, that happens for some people, the first meeting, and some, as I said, it was 6 months for one student. So I encourage you to come and see what a meeting is all about and see if it's a good fit for you.
And I know you said this at the beginning, but just to say it again, where exactly are these meetings located and what time?
The meetings are at the rec center. It's the first and third Wednesday of the month from 5:45 p.m. to 6:45 p.m.
All right. Well, thank you so much for stopping in this afternoon. It is good to have you back. Hopefully people show up and get to learn some public speaking skills.
Yep, we're looking forward to seeing a full room next Wednesday.
All right.
15th is the next meeting.
We're going to cut to a short break, and we will be back with more of Kutztown Live.
Darlene!
Not now. I'm watching my stories.
Dad?
Yeah, boy?
I need to tell you something.
What?
I have these feelings.
Feelings? What feelings?
Well, the thing is, Dad, I like boys.
What? You're gay? Aw, son. I'm proud of you. Took lots of guts. And please know that both me and your mom are here for you. After all, you're our son, and we love you no matter what.
Need someone who understands? If you're a lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, or questioning youth, Lyric can help. At Lyric, young people get the support they need to come out early and follow their heart. I'm Armistead Maupin. Please join me in supporting Lyric. To learn more and make a donation, visit lyric.org today.
And for GLBTQ resources on campus, visit the KU GLBTQ Center, Old Main, Room 4.
Hi, this is Rick Moranis. You know, some people are more careful about what they feed their cars than what they feed their bodies. They know that the wrong fuel can hurt a car's performance and maybe ruin the engine. But the wrong food can have the same effect on your health. Too much fat, too many calories, and too little of what's good for you can affect how well you feel and even lead to serious illness. So eat right. It'll help you keep running smooth.
For more information, visit the Will Rogers Institute at wrinstitute.org or call toll-free 877-957-7575 and find us on Facebook and Twitter.
Are you writing a lab report, a short story, an essay? What about a research paper? Lucky for you, Kutztown University has a writing center. The KU Writing Center provides one-on-one conferences for anyone at KU, from freshmen to grad students, from English majors to future biologists. If you need help starting a paper, we'll brainstorm together. If you already have a draft, we'll provide feedback on focus, organization, development, mechanics, whatever you want.
I always struggle with APA format, and my writing tutor answered all of my questions. They were really helpful.
Finished writing my paper, but I decided to take it over to the writing center just to have someone look over it. When I left, I didn't just have a better sounding paper, I learned some great tips on how to improve my writing.
For more information, visit our website at www.kutztown.edu/writing center. Call us at 610-683-4733 or send us an email at writingcenter@kutztown.edu or stop by the Writing Center in room 132 Old Main.
The University Writing Center now has new hours to accommodate more students. Many requests have been received for later and longer afternoon and evening hours. Therefore, the center will now be open Monday through Thursday from 9 to 5, Friday from 10 to 4, and Monday and Wednesday evenings from 6 to 9 p.m. Kubach Neighborhood Watch is a community and university initiative dedicated to creating positive community interactions and a presence of safety downtown during peak social hours. To find out more about Kubach or to become involved, email kubachwatch@gmail.com.
This is Betty White. I know you don't need one more thing to worry about, but listen, high blood pressure can cause kidney damage, blindness, heart attack, stroke, and you can have high blood pressure even if you feel all right. 1 in 7 adults has it, but it's easy to get your blood pressure checked, and you can treat it if it is too high. So don't worry about it, don't ignore it, just see your doctor and check it out.
For your free booklet, visit the Will Rogers Institute at wrinstitute.org and find us on Facebook and Twitter.
Be sure to tune in to KUR for your weekly sports talk. Catch Under the Lights with Josh and Paul every Monday night from 6 to 8. Then listen to First and 10 with George Duca every Wednesday afternoon from 3 to 4. Follow that up later Wednesday night with Fifth Avenue Sports with Tom and Connor from 8 to 10 p.m. Stream the shows live at www.kutztown.edu/KUR. KUR, the radio voice of Kutztown University.
Hello and welcome back to Kutztown Live, Kutztown University's campus and community talk show. Before that short break there, we spoke to Dolores Hess from the Toastmasters, and before that, we talked to Shauna Yarish from the FMLA, the Feminist Majority Leadership Alliance, and the Women's Center. Now it is just kind of time for me to chat. If you hear something you like or have a question or something you'd like to comment on, we would love to hear from you, and you can give us a call at 610-683-4058. This is the last week of classes here at Kutztown University before spring break, so I am super duper excited to be going home this weekend, going back to be with my family and some friends I haven't seen since winter break. A lot of students have a bunch of midterm tests this week. Somehow I managed to not have any midterms in any of my classes this week. I had a group presentation today in small group communications, but otherwise it's been quite an easy week so far for me before spring break. So I'm looking forward to this little break. A week away from schoolwork will be nice. As many people know, the iHeartRadio Awards were this past Sunday night. Ryan Seacrest was the host. Ryan Seacrest is the former host of the show American Idol. Sadly, that show is no longer on TV. I remember my family, we used to all watch that together for a couple years. We loved sitting together and watching the auditions, and we'd always vote on who we wanted to win. Last year was the 15th and final season of that. But at the iHeartRadio Awards, there were many different artists that were able to perform. I always love listening to the iHeartRadio Awards because it's usually all the different types of people and the artists that I listen to, more of the pop and what's on the radio of today. Miley Cyrus was there to introduce her younger sister, Noah Cyrus, who is now a singer. She introduced her. She had a poster. She came out to encourage her sister. Ed Sheeran also performed. He just recently released a new album that has been wonderful. Big Sean was there performing at this event along with many others. I have some of the winners of a lot of the topics because I always love hearing who won a lot of the big things. The Song of the Year for 2017 is by Justin Timberlake, titled Can't Stop the Feeling. That is the Song of the Year. The Female Artist of the Year winner was Adele. She is wonderful. The Male Artist of the Year was Justin Bieber. The winner of Best New Artist was the Chainsmokers, and the Best Group of the Year went to 21 Pilots. I also do a country music show on Monday afternoons from 1 to 2. So I was excited to hear the winners of the Country Awards, and the number one country song of the year went to Dierks Bentley with his song Somewhere on a Beach, and the Best New Country Artist award went to Kelsey Ballerini, but then the overall Country Artist of the Year went to Thomas Rhett, and him and his wife are the cutest couple. His wife is expecting a baby soon, and so that's exciting for them. The number one dance song of the year went to the Chainsmokers with their hit song Closer that you couldn't turn on the radio without hearing a million times. The hip-hop artist of the year was Drake. Best lyrics went to Justin Bieber for his song Love Yourself. The best collaboration song went to Rihanna and Drake for their song Work. I thought this was interesting that the best music video went to Fifth Harmony with their song Work From Home, because I know Fifth Harmony has been in the news because they recently, one of their members has left, so I guess they're now Fourth Harmony because there are only 4 members in them, but I was able to see them, I think 2 summers ago at Show of the Summer with my sisters and our 2 friends. We saw them perform, and they did put on a wonderful performance. The last winner announcement I have is the social star, social media star. The stars of social media went to Jack and Jack, who also performed at this past Show of the Summer up in Hershey. They won the social media stars. Those are some of the winners I found very interesting from the iHeartRadio Awards and wanted to share with you all. I thought that was exciting, and those are the kind of pop music that I enjoy listening to, so it was exciting to see all those people win and see all the people dressed up. In the movie world of things, there are a few new movies coming out that I actually really want to see. Usually I feel like I am the last person to see every single movie, but there are a few that just came out a few days ago and a few that are soon to come out that I really want to see. I want to see the movie Before I Fall. I think it comes out this Friday, if I'm correct, about the girl in a car accident who lives the same day over and over again. That looks really good. Also, Get Out. Apparently it has 100% on Rotten Tomatoes. Apparently it's crazy and intense, and a few people that have seen it have loved it and thought it was really good, so I'm looking to see that. And also The Shack is already out, that movie. I'm not the biggest reader, but I did actually read this book in high school. I wrote a term paper on it, but I would love to talk about the book, but I don't want to give anything away because I think if I speak on anything, it'll give the whole movie away. But if you have not been able to read the book, I would definitely recommend that. Or if you want to see the movie, I have heard the movie is pretty close to the book. Some things are missing or a little different, but that's always to be expected. But I've heard you should bring tissues to the movie theater for this one. Also, the new Beauty and the Beast is set to come out on, I think, the 17th, I do believe, with Emma Watson. That looks like it is going to be a wonderful showing. I'm looking forward to that. a couple things are coming out this Friday, and some things have just recently come out that are in the top, which is the newest King Kong movie will be out this Friday, and the Lego Batman movie is new. Moonlight is also in theaters. It recently won the Grammy or the Oscar for the best movie. My professor was even speaking to my class and telling us that we have to see that movie because apparently it is super wonderful. So I guess I should add that onto my list of things to see. So there is a little bit about a movie update and a little bit of a review from the iHeartRadio Awards. In other celebrity news, this is probably a big topic and everyone already knows this, but Beyonce is soon to be expecting twins. That has been a thing many people are talking about. She was set to perform at Coachella, but now Lady Gaga is to be taking her place there. Also, I was in the car listening to the iHeartRadio Awards before I was able to actually sit down and watch it on TV. And I heard over the radio everyone was talking about Katy Perry's new and dramatic hair change, and they were talking about how a significant hair change in a woman sometimes means a new start and a new beginning. I think the interviewer was Elvis Duran I think he's on the FM 97 morning show. I think he was speaking to her, asking all these questions if there's new changes in her life to come, but she didn't really have too much to speak on that topic. But I was able to later see a photo of her while I saw her on the TV. She has shaved half of her head and went very blonde, but looks absolutely stunning and rocks the look. I was looking up some celebrity news, and a big headline title was "Brace yourself for Kylie Jenner's Coco K restock on Thursday." Lately, Kylie Jenner has been a big topic and name in the makeup world. She recently released Kylighters. They are the Kylie Jenner version of a highlighter. And for those who don't know what a highlighter is, it's the sparkly stuff that you put on the upper cheekbone, usually or sometimes all over your face, to make certain parts of your face shimmer and shine. Her highlighters go for $22 and are extremely sparkly, and there's a big restock on that coming soon. Kylie seems to be keeping on trend and is always having new releases. It all started with her matte lip kits that many people began obsessing over. And then she came out with eyeshadows, blushes, and all different things. I've always used ColourPop for matte lips. They are said to be the exact same thing, but for a much cheaper price. But I finally caved and bought a Kylie Lip Minis from her Valentine's Day collection. And my sisters and I all received the Kylie Diary of eyeshadows and blushes and the Valentine kit from her lip collection. So that was super exciting, and I always look forward to seeing what else Kylie will put out next. I know my younger sister and I are always sending pictures of Kylie, what she has next, and all my friends always tagging each other because we all always look forward to what she has to put out. In other news, like I said, it is almost spring break here in Kutztown. Things are finally winding down. We only have 2 more months. I feel like these days are flying by. It's almost the end of the semester already. In summer, I'm looking forward to the weather this past week, weather has been crazy. It's supposed to snow again this weekend. I think it snowed a little bit last weekend, but it was sunny and 70 the weekend before. But I'm just looking forward to summer. I am all done with all of the snow. I'm ready to be laying on the beach. I was reminiscing pictures this past week of me and all my friends at the beach this past summer. And one of my favorite trips that I have ever taken was out to California with my dad. We were on the Price is Right. It was always my dream since I was very young to be on that show. So that was a great time being out in California. I would recommend anyone to take a trip out there, and it was wonderful. But all I can think about lately is summer and the beach. We're going to cut to a quick break here for a moment, and then we will be back with some more of Kutztown Live. I'm Juliana. Stay tuned.
It's Telescopic Topics, a look into the world above us.
Fast ship. You never heard of the Millennium Falcon? It's a ship that made the Kessel Run in less than 12 parsecs. Hi, my name is Shane Mari. Those famous words were said by the smuggler Han Solo in the film Star Wars Episode 4: A New Hope. Contrary to popular belief, a parsec is not a unit of time, however. A parsec is a unit of distance. I know what you're saying then, Star Wars got something so obvious wrong, but when you think about it, Han Solo isn't the most trustworthy person to begin with, and you realize he's probably just making things up. Back to parsecs for a second. What would a parsec be measured in layman's terms? 1 parsec is equal to about 3.26 light years. A single light year is equal to 9.5 times 10 to the 15th power meters, which means a single parsec is equal to 3.1 times 10 to the 16th power meters. Parsecs are generally measured from star to star in astronomy. Imagine for a second the distance from the sun to our planet Earth. Do you know how far that distance is? Most people probably do not, but they will tell you the distance is great. Greater than anything else they've ever known. Now try and imagine our own Milky Way galaxy, and how big it is. It's even bigger than the distance to the sun, but what does this have to do with parsecs? Well, think about this now. The next closest star other than our sun is about 1.3 parsecs away, Proxima Centauri. Proxima Centauri is 4.22 light years away. In other words, if you still don't get it, a parsec is a huge distance. So if you do the math, according to Han Solo, he completed the Kessel Run in 12 parsecs, which is equal to 39.12 light years, which is equal to 3.7 times 10 to the 17th power meters. However, the Kessel Run, according to the Star Wars universe, is actually 18 parsecs, which is equal to 58.68 light years, or 5.6 times 10 to the 17th power meters. Ever the trustworthy smuggler, as Princess Leia said it best, while you stuck up, half-witted, scruffy-looking nerf herder.
Telescopic Topics, a look into the world above us. Stay tuned to KUR for more telescopic topics, and for more information or to hear the segment again, click on the Telescopic Topics icon on the KUR website at www.kutztown.edu/KUR. Telescopic Topics is a production of the KU Physical Sciences Department and is recorded by the KU astronomy students in the studios of KUR. Thank you for listening, and we'll see you next time.
Hello and welcome back to Kutztown Live, Kutztown University's campus and community talk show. We started this afternoon off talking to Shauna Yarish. She is the vice president of the Feminist Majority Leadership Alliance, and she is also an intern at the Women's Center. She was here to promote the Period project that the Women's Center is doing to collect items for women at the Safe Berks. They are collecting items up until March 14th, so be sure to donate some items there. Then we also spoke to Dolores Hess. She was here at the very beginning of last semester to talk to us about the Toastmasters, but she was back here this afternoon to fill us in on a little bit more about the Toastmasters and just give us a reminder to promote that. It is a leadership and public speaking club and group. It is $45 every 6 months to join and help get those skills that you can use later in life. Then I just talked about the iHeartRadio Awards that went on this past Sunday that were very interesting, and I was super excited to hear all the country music awards that were won because I also host the country music show, and so I was excited to hear the winners of that. Then the new movies that are out, I'm excited to see. I'm always the very last to see every movie, but hopefully over spring break I'll have some time to go out and catch a movie, maybe one or two, so I am looking forward to doing that. Then I spoke about other celebrity news and Kylie Jenner. I'm looking up now some of the events that are going on here around Kutztown. I opened up the Keystone newspaper, which is the Kutztown University newspaper here, and the first thing is that the sorority fraternity fashion show is to take place here at Kutztown University. Oh, it already took place, on Friday, February 3rd. Oh, long ago. But they had a fashion show here to raise money for that. Looking into some of the events that are going on here at campus, the Children's Literature Conference is coming up. We had someone here a couple weeks ago speaking about that. That will be on Saturday, April 1st, beginning at 8:30 a.m. here at Kutztown University in the MSU. Then upcoming on Kutztown is Easter on the Farm. It says Saturday, April 8th at 10 in the morning. Celebrate the Easter traditions of the Pennsylvania Dutch. Kids, crafts, egg hunts, hearth cooking demonstrations, vendors, wagon rides, and more at this free event. The Electronic Media 40th Anniversary Celebration will be Saturday, April 8th. In 2017 at 1 o'clock p.m. here in Kutztown University at the Rickenbach Learning Center in room 135 in the theater. And then the last thing I can see here is the graduation is set for May 12th. That is going to be here way before we know it. Oh, look at this. Here is a list of this week's upcoming event. The big thing is, I think that's today, the 7th. Yes, today is March 7th, and it is the Senior Etiquette Dinner. You had to have signed up for that before, and I hear that is a wonderful thing to go to. You get to do a bunch of different, I think there's a couple 3-course meal or something like that, and they teach you how to eat and talk so you can learn skills if you're at a business dinner for things like that. The women's swimming is on March 8th. KU's Got Talent, I know, is a big thing coming up. That will be on March 8th. Creating Your Own Personal Brand, March 9th. Internships and Job Search Strategies is also March 9th. I believe that is in the, let's see where that is. That's also in the MSU. And then the KU Orchestra will be performing on March 9th. There's the men's track and field on March 10th, and women's basketball March 10th, women's bowling on March 10th. Many sports, wrestling, baseball are all on the 10th. And then on the 11th, be sure to go see tennis, wrestling, basketball, track and field, baseball. I think everything's on the 11th, which is Saturday. Everybody leaves. I know all the on-campus housing ends on the 10th. Everyone must be out by 6 on the 10th. Some cultural events that the planetarium is putting on many shows. I think they do that every... They have a couple shows. One is March 9th, one is March 30th, April 13th, and April 27th. The planetarium will be doing special shows. Those are free, and anyone can go to that. Also, the United States Army Woodwind Quintet will be presenting a concert at Kutztown University on Thursday, March 23rd. That will be the Thursday after we get back from our spring break at 7:30 p.m. in Schaefer Auditorium. That event is also free and open to the public. Also, the Geographical Society of Kutztown University will be volunteering at Knold State Forest in Reading, PA. This happens Sunday, March 19th, the day before spring break is over, from 1 to 4 p.m. The group will be raking and clearing trails and possibly other activities. It's a first-come, first-serve. You can contact the Geographical Society for more information about that. Also coming up this month here on campus is the Fun with Gamers event. This is also sponsored by ACE. In the MSU on March 22nd at 7 p.m. Fun with Gamers is a tournament for gamers with prizes for winners and snacks for all. Also coming up for Thursday after we get back from spring break is the Philosophy and English Department present Philosophy and Poetry, a tribute to American women at 4:30 to 6:30 in the McFarland Student Union building. There's lots of events coming up here in Kutztown. right when we get back from spring break. So make sure you get out and get involved in some of these events. Also, I am seeing that there is to come see authors and illustrators Lauren Castillo, Brian Collier, Deborah Hopkinson, and Rosemary Wells on April 1st. This is part of the Children's Literature Conference, but admission is $10 for Kutztown students. But if you're not a Kutztown student, it is $70, so it is lucky for you if you would like to attend that. And you are a student, that is $60 off. That is on April 1st, so be sure to head out to that. Looking here, we have the KU's Got Talent I mentioned before, but that is on Wednesday, March 8th at 7 p.m. in the MSU room 218. Come out and show your talents. Every Wednesday of the semester from 4 to 6 p.m., students in need can get free food at the Lutheran Center just up the street from the Admissions Cottage. Students can also visit the Bare Essentials Pantry on campus by dropping by the Office of Student Involvement, and that is in the MSU 153 on weekdays from 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. I know there are a couple trips coming up that ACE is promoting. I'm trying to find them here, maybe. I don't know if I can open them up online. I know they are taking a trip to the Baltimore Aquarium. I do believe that is on March 25th, I would like to say. And I think it is $20 for that. And it includes the ticket to the ticket to the Baltimore Aquarium, and then also on, I believe, April 1st, I want to say the date is, there is a trip to New York City for the day. It is $10 for a bus there. So that is definitely super exciting, and you should take hold of those deals. Also upcoming here in Kutztown is the Department of Music is putting on their Center for Mallet Percussion. They'll host a concert celebrating the career of xylophone great George Hamilton Green and his brother Joseph. This concert will take place on Sunday, March 19th at 4:30 p.m. in the Georgian Room of Old Main. This event is free and open to the public for that. Also coming up in March is the Kutztown Department of Social Work will host its 14th annual Community Forum on March 24th from 8:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. in Schaefer Auditorium. This year's topic is Family in Environment. Raises awareness of issues surrounding incarceration and its impact on families and the social environment. It is part 1 of a 3-year series. Also coming up is the Shoofly Literary Magazine will be holding a poetry and fiction reading at 7 p.m. in the MSU Room 250. The President's Room on Thursday, March 30th to come share your work and support KU writers or just grab a snack. And our time here this afternoon looks like it is almost coming to a close here. Thank you all for tuning in with me today with Kutztown. Almost said Kutztown's Country with Kutztown Live. Be sure to tune in. I guess it won't be next week, but the week after that, I do believe, is the 21st, once we are finally back from spring break. Everyone enjoy your spring break, and I will talk to you 2 weeks from now. Have a wonderful rest of the week and a relaxing spring break, and good luck to everyone on their midterms. This has been Juliana Jablonski with Kutztown Live.
It's the top of the hour, and you're listening to the radio voice of Kutztown University, KUR Kutztown. We can be heard on campus at 1670 AM at select times of the day as the audio simulcast of KUTV on Service Electric Berks Channel 24, Hometown Utilicum Cable Channel 191, and Service Electric Lehigh Channel 266. On smartphones by downloading an app like TuneIn, on any phone, cell, or landline by dialing 563-999-3101, and around the world streaming live at kutztown.edu/KUR. We are the radio voice of Kutztown University, KUR Kutztown.